I know it's Mother's Day, so come on now. For those of you who celebrate that kind of thing. So, I know a lot of people are going to be busy today, barbecuing, spending time with family. So, I am banking on some of you to see this. Most of y'all to see this after I'm done. But, it is what it is. Those of you who do celebrate it, I'm just going to say it out of respect. Happy Mother's Day. Epic Mystics, please check your community board. Again, for those of you who celebrate it, happy Mother's Day to all of you. I'm not going to create a gender war. I've seen some women tell men happy Mother's Day. I've seen women tell each other happy Father's Day. I'm not into all of that. For those that it matters to y'all, happy Mother's Day. I'm not really, that's one of the holidays that I never really did a background check on. I never looked into. Store stocked. Severin Speaks, Cinnamon Toast Toasty, April Child. I know it's a lot of people that's busy. Listen up. Listen here. What's up, Borgia? Sarah from Borgia. So I got some stuff that I wrote down and prepared before I came here so I could stay on track. What's up, Sister Moon? Wow. I'm going to keep saying because I'm trying to gather my thoughts. To those of you who celebrated, happy Mother's Day. Some of y'all may not celebrate it because y'all mothers is toxic. Or you may be a toxic mother. Check which ones resonate, neither here nor there. I think it is a good way to spend time with those who you love, whether it's Mother's Day or not. But happy Mother's Day to those who do take this up. I wanted to talk about 3 different situations that are happening. I got some downloads. One is more informational, and then the other 2, well, one is piggybacking off of what I said in the last reading or the video. Then the last one is a download from the ancestral realm. So we're gonna start with the first one. Rochelle Walensky. I know some of y'all don't know who that is. I didn't either until I did my research. Rochelle Walensky is the current head of the CDC. By manual. I can do whatever I want, just my page. Rochelle Walensky is the current head of the CDC. And on or around June the 30th, it is said that she's planning to step down from being the head of the CDC. I don't know if y'all remember me when I told y'all I was getting downloads early in the morning a few weeks ago about zombies. I'm going to say this in advance. When I was on this channel, and it was called the Mystic Circle, okay? Hey to everybody coming in. Happy Mother's Day to everybody coming in. I was on this, when this channel was called the Mystic Circle, even before the pandemic hit, we were dissecting a book by written by William Cooper, named Behold the Pale Horse. I know some of y'all remember that. Hello, everybody coming in. Happy Mother's Day to everybody coming in. To all you mothers, beautiful, sweet mothers who are doing your best with what you have. I had honestly been away from this channel because I had a my one of my daughters was in the hospital. Okay, so I wasn't coming on here. I wasn't coming on here. Um, it was intense. It was a lot that I'm not going to discuss the details of what's going on, but everything is okay now. But it wasn't before. So I'm grateful and thankful that all is well. I'm grateful and thankful for protection and provision, discernment. So y'all just forgive me if I look like I'm spacing in and out. It's just I have that on my mind, but I also have I'm really, we're in the shadow of the retrograde, Mercury retrograde. We know it went direct, but there's a shadow period. And though I may feel like this shadow period of retrograde in Mercury may be a little bit more longer than what we are anticipating, I do feel like it's going to get better by the day. Okay? I don't know why, but I think that we went through one of the worst Mercury retrogrades that I can really recall in the back of my mind. And I believe it's going to get better from here. Anywho, we went through Behold the Pale Horse. Then the Rona hit. Okay. They used and harnessed the energy of Kobe Bryant and his daughter in such a way when you understand that the COVID in Hebrew actually translate to the name Kobe. They had also used serpentine energy, reptilian serpentine energy, to harness that. We know that Kobe Bryant called himself the Black Mamba. His daughter called herself Mambasita. It's unfortunate. Let me say allegedly. They allegedly harnessed his energy for the Rona. I don't want no problems. I'm just telling you, you figure it out, okay? Just listen. The name COVID is Hebraic. See, I knew this when it happened because I looked. Remember, I told you I've studied Hebrew. I've studied Hebrew enough to know when I hear a word spoken and it sounds Hebraic, I'm gonna know my ears is gonna tingle. Not just that. Sometimes when you are, I'm not gonna say multilinguistic, but when you have a savviness for different languages and you understand the root, how root words work in different languages, when you hear certain words, even if it's borrowed from the root word, you'll say, is that Latin? Is that a Spanish word? Oh, it's a French derivative. Oh, okay. And then you realize, okay, well, so this is what it is. COVID in Hebrew translates to Kobe. So I'm just gonna, for the safety of this channel, I'm going to say allegedly they harnessed that energy of that man. And unfortunately, allegedly, the masculine and the feminine played because, listen, the only reason why I'm telling you this is because if you go back and look at the astrology that was aligned when it happened, 10:01 on the clock, 10:01 on the clock, mirroring numeric palindrome. Okay, it's forward and backwards the same. Now it's 10:10. He and his daughter and I wish I knew the other passengers' names by name because I would like to pay homage to them individually because they just weren't people who were accompanying a star and his daughter. Those were souls. in that helios called a helicopter. And so their lives are just as important as the ones that we know that were in the spotlight, okay, including the pilots. Unfortunately, they're not here with us. However, when you look at it, Mambasita was the moon, the father, Black Mamba was the sun. How I know reptilian serpentine energy was harnessed was because when he was passing through the Calabasas sky, where the astrological pinpoint of where the helicopter fell, it was literally underneath a constellation called Hydra. Okay? If you know anything about Greek mythology, Hydra, and this is not written down, okay? What I'm telling you now is not written down. All right? I just remember this. Hydra was the three-headed plus multi-headed snake body that Hercules kept trying to kill. And every time he would cut the head off of the snake, it would bring up two more. He kept doing it again and more would pop up. And then he had to go to a mystical creature and ask how to kill this thing. And I think he ended up, and I could be getting this part wrong, but I think he ended up getting the answer in the form of a riddle. And then he ended up solving the riddle, and then this gave him the answer on how to kill Hydra. Okay, so when the snake was slain, then Hercules was not only able to leave with the fame and accolades of slaying this supposed to be almost unbeatable creature, or non-beatable creature, it was also something else he gained. Okay, so moving from that back to this, unfortunately, this is the energy that was dealt. Remember, he passed not too long after that, the Rona hit. Okay, so again, for the sake of what I'm saying, the alleged energy of him and his daughter being harnessed for to do that allegedly. If you look at other diseases, big diseases that try to make it big. So for example, how the Rona happened was the way that they were trying to make what was that Ebola virus. Okay, however, whoever may have passed away or who they tried to take to harness that energy, it wasn't big enough, or they couldn't use it. They might have succeeded in taking that celebrity's life, but they may not have been able to harness that celebrity's energy to make Ebola a thing. Okay, Ebola never really left Africa, and what ended up happening was the Nigerians got real smart, and Osain, who is the Orisha of herbs and healing, ended up letting them know, you might want to get this cola nut. Cola nut started, it was like the old black seed. It cured everything except death. Okay, I remember when the Rona hit, I was fortunate enough to have a connect where I had held on my cola nut that I had already had. So at the time, the ex-husband ended up eating the cola nut, and I ain't had nothing else for me and the kids. But thankfully, I'm a herbalist, and I ended up being able to heal me and my children. So back to what I was telling you. Yeah, okay. Maid honey, thank you for that information. Back to what I was telling y'all. The current head of the CDC. Hello to everybody coming in. Happy Mother's Day to everybody. Okay. The current head of the CDC, Rochelle Walensky, is looking to step down effective June 30th. This is her plan. I'm not saying she's going to go through with it. I'm not saying she's not going to go through with it. Y'all, please go run over to the store. The store is stocked. I'm going to try to keep it stocked. Because after this week, I don't know when I'm going to be able to restock, okay? So I'm just letting y'all know ahead of time. I got some really good stuff and some potent things in there. So just know I'm doing my best to bring back y'all goodies, okay? So she revealed And mind you, those two eclipses that we just had, a full moon eclipse and then we had a new moon eclipse back to back, with the Mercury retrograde hitting right in between that. Still going off of 5-5 portal energy. So we had a lot of stuff. 4-4 has maybe even barely closed. So we have a lot of different energies coming through. And then with the Pluto in the retrograde energy, going in between Capricorn and Aquarius, we know it's in Capricorn energy, and we got the Scorpio energy that's going to be following us for the next 5 years. Because when the Great American Eclipse is solidified, it makes the big X over America, which is the Dundada. Babylon officially falls by the time that X goes over Amadu Khan. Okay, so which means America. This is why you see a lot of people that's heads of state, different other things. They're scrambling. They're scrambling. Okay. This is why the Democratic Party is allegedly trying to debank America, but it's already debanked when they stopped backing it up by gold and started backing it up by your birth certificate. I digress. Okay. So she said, Rochelle Walensky, the current head of the CDC, who's supposed to be stepping down effective June 30th of this year, she said she revealed, and remember, I'm using this word reveal because I'm telling y'all all the astrological things that's happened, because there's going to be a lot more revelations from here. There's a lot of things that they cannot keep hidden anymore. She ended up revealing that the CDC did not meet expectations during the pandemic. Okay. She admitted that. She admitted that it was basically a shit show. All right. In my humble opinion, the reason why that woman is stepping down is because the shit is getting ready to hit the fan. I don't know if y'all paid attention, but there was a lot of people who took that vaccine, got a lot more aggressive, and just more, like, over time, it seems like they got more miserable. Okay? I wasn't taking shit. The first thing I did after I graduated high school was I got into the medical field. I wasn't taking shit. No. Unfortunately for some of you, some of y'all were, let me just read. Your celebrities was paid to coerce you to take the vaccine. The news, local news, statewide news, national and international broadcasters, which, by the way, is a word for spells. They casted the spell in a broad way, in a broad kind of way, over every, because the news is NEWS, right? North, East, West, and South. So when they are broadcasting the news, they're telling you, they're waving their magic wand to cast the spell over a broad spectrum. Do you hear what I'm trying to tell you? They're not trying to go in a... Okay. All right. So they allowed, or they told the... Happy Mother's Day. They told the news, and they gave them the same scripts. There were people who had enough time because the world was shut down. Everybody was locked in their homes. Even wildlife started to come out and take over the cities and different things. It was beautiful. Somebody had took a picture of Venice from their flat all the way up, and they had like dolphins and stuff where they would have those boats. It was beautiful. I thought it was beautiful. It just let you know how messed up mankind has been, just trying. They've been trying to do their best to create an oasis of earth, not realizing that they stopped coexisting with nature and started to take over nature. And it reminded us of what was really important, and it forced people to spend more time with each other. And people found out that they really weren't happy in their marriages, and that they were just hiding behind a lot of stuff. Some people got closer in their marriages. Some people got closer in their families. Some people broke apart. I mean, that pandemic was a blessing in disguise for a lot of us, believe it or not. Just like Katrina was out here. You know, it was a God answered a lot of people's prayers who wanted to relocate and couldn't and didn't have the money to, because the energy of living from paycheck to paycheck had a lot of people so boggled down by the cares of life. Folks would just look up at the sky, wish, hope, pray, and cry to be able to get out, and it was so many cries going up at the same time that, you know, whether it was HARP or whether it was a natural phenomenon. Katrina came in through here and did what Katrina did, which was destroy, but also gave new life, because a lot of people got out that couldn't afford to get out. And they ain't came back since. Some people are now business owners in different states and different things. I bring all that up because, you know, unfortunately, even when people do plan things to hurt the masses, you got to look at it from when you are a survivor. Look at it from both ends of the spectrum. Don't ignore the evils and the ills of what happened. Also look at what good came up out of it. Okay? Some people's businesses boomed because more people spent time in the house. You understand? The unfortunate part was there was a lot of assumptions. There was a lot of lies that was told when the pandemic hit. Okay? The pandemic happened for several reasons. I'm going to tell you some of these reasons. Number one, besides the obvious, which is to decrease mass population, it's not even going as they planned. But remember, I tell y'all this all the time, your enemies got patience. You don't. That's what we all need to learn. And I hate that word patience, but it's just something that we all need to learn so that we can learn how to play chess and not checkers. Besides the obvious one of decreasing the mass population, the Rona happened to separate I'm sorry. I do not want, listen to me, I do not want anybody to feel disrespected in any way. Just listen to me. I'm not saying it's not possible. Let me just say it first, then I'll clean it up. It happened to show the elites who were of blood divinity and who was of Anunnaki slave blood. Hear me out and hear me out well. They were banking on telling the difference between the two because they felt like celestial nobility would know not to take that vaccine. Just listen to me. There's several reasons why. All right? There's several reasons, and it's deeper. That is it too. They did want to see who was going to comply, Candace. However, they also did wanted to see how far they was going to get with a fear tick because they knew that their era of reign was over. All right, y'all have to understand, according to and I keep saying this over and over again, according to the Ethiopian calendar, September 11, 2019 was the Mayan calendar's 2012, which was the official starting date of Aquarius. That was the official starting date of the age of Aquarius. These people knew at that moment they fucked up. And they were going to instill as much fear as they possibly could as a last attempt to have some kind of, power over your strings. So for those who did not want to comply, what they did next was they ended up threatening businesses, both big businesses and both small businesses, with the fear of taking on financial responsibility of those who were not vaccinated. So then now they put the pressure on your employers to put the pressure on you. You either get vaccinated and keep this job, or you are going to lose this job. Then they started messing with people who travel for a living. Okay, they said if you don't take this vaccine, this is what we're gonna do. All this other stuff. They started trying to do the best they could to find ways, okay, on how to demobilize you if you did not comply. It wasn't working. Not how they wanted it to. Okay. Their main goal is to depopularize. Boom. Okay? Their main goal. Unfortunately, a lot of new parents were scared, so they vaccinated their kids. And we know that one of the largest communities that got hit, unfortunately, is our elders, aka our library books. I know that may not seem important to you because you look at them as being older than you, which means they got one foot in the world, one foot out, and that they one breath away from going in the grave. But the truth is, old age ain't the only thing that can take you out. And second of all, you would want to pray to live long enough to get that age. Our library books were hit. I'm gonna let that marinate for a minute. Okay. I do want y'all to know that majority of the things that took place were extremely illegal. To force employers to fire employees behind taking something that, first of all, you can't make something like that mandatory. It's against the law. Okay? I say people start getting a class action lawsuit and go back and but I would tell y'all, but going back suing is going to do what? What is that going to do? Some people may need to rightfully sue. Because some of y'all employers, some of y'all bosses, and some of y'all supervisors was just waiting for an excuse to get rid of y'all because they ain't like you no way. Y'all remember in Avatar, the first Avatar? Y'all remember when the sky people, aka white folks, came to Pandora and was fucking with the Navi people? Y'all remember when they came down and started blowtorching their trees and fucking with their nature because they wanted to get the minerals and then okay, we keep seeing these different movies having the same storylines, and you wonder why, because we're living through that now. We've always lived through that, right? Them tearing down that nature is what they did to our elderly people and what they did to our youth who did take that shot. To obliterate the chances on either side, that would give us, that would speed up the new heaven and the new earth that is to be coming into when the golden age is dawning. We are, I believe, finishing and finalizing the Kali age. Because in order for the golden age to come in, Kali got to come in and fuck some shit up. She has to obliterate, right? She has to annihilate. So they scared you into a apocalyptic mindset to submit, all for you to be infected with what I would like to call the Anunnaki black goo. Or the nanobite parasites that look like it's similar to octopuses that takes over the body in the bloodstream. Eventually, becomes a dead set in the cerebrum area, and then begins to slowly affect the body, infect. I'm sorry, infect the body, including going into the spinal cord and fucking with your colostrum, and therefore either stopping you from having your kundalini experience or your ascension process. This is why I kept telling y'all, when I got the download, when we were still called the Mystic Circle over here, I told y'all then, I said that is a fear-based sickness. I said they call it coronavirus because it's dealing with your crown chakra. I've been said before anybody else was saying that. My guys had already gave me the drop on those gems. I was already saying that on this channel. It was not popular to speak against it because everybody just didn't know. They didn't know what to say. Y'all remember, we even had Wendy Williams coming here. Do y'all remember that? And I thought it was somebody using her picture until one of y'all went and did y'all research and clicked on the woman's handle, and she had, what, 2.3 million subscribers, and it actually was her. Y'all remember that? And then not too long after that, homegirl was in an interview, and she was asked, would you take the shot? And she said no. And they asked her why, and she said, because I don't trust it. After she said that, all hell in her life broke loose. I hope y'all remember that, because she came on here telling me to stop scaring y'all. But apparently, she must have did some research after she told me to stop scaring people from the vaccine, because her ass changed that too quick. And that's not alleged. That's not alleged. She came on this motherfucker and told me to stop scaring y'all, because I don't know. I didn't know if we don't know if it's really what it said or whatever. Like, she was basically telling me to chill out, because you know we don't have that much evidence. Well, Spirit say, Miss Williams. And then not too long after that, she gave that interview and she told them, "Poopa, hell no, you ain't gonna stick me." So her tune changed from the time she came on here to the time she did that interview. Okay? Happy Mother's Day, y'all. You said, is it dangerous to be around vaccinated people because of shedding? Nope. It's not. 3333 on the clock. Your body, you have survived. Let me tell y'all something. Don't disregard y'all body. Y'all body is one of the most intelligent species on this planet. Your body is going to evolve. Your DNA evolves. Just like our ancestors who were prisoners of war that they call slaves, passed their genomes and genetic mutations of trauma was passed into us, which means they don't have to stand over us and tell us to hate dark skin and hate light skin. Most of us naturally do that shit because it's in the genome. Just like how it changed over time into that, when you break generational curses, people don't understand the reason why the work is so painful and heartbreaking. When you evolve out of being like your family members and friends that are toxic and low vibrational, when you evolve out of that and you ascend into a higher energy and frequency, and then you become the scapegoat and the black sheep because you don't agree with their toxic behaviors anymore, and you got to cut everybody off, and you go through the dark night of the soul, you have to understand it hurts mentally and emotionally, and it's a spiritual thing that is happening. But physically, you are literally changing the molecular structure of your DNA. And the energy that you emit, depending on how deep the work is, and I'm just a firm believer that when you just do the work and you got kids, when you emit that energy, because your chromosomes is in those children, as you begin to give your children a higher dose of your frequencies that you have changed into, it starts to change their molecular structure. Because remember, your children are sponges forever. Even when they get older, the tree may not be as, it's not going to be as bendable as it was when they were little. However, your children will always be your children because you gave birth to them, and they are always going to soak in what you do, even when you get older, because they're going to always be studying you. It is their job to study you until they put you in a grave or they cut you off. 35:53 on the clock. Okay? So, now we have funeral directors coming out and saying that, some of them are saying they have a hard time embalming these people. Some funeral directors have even said they can't embalm these people who have, this is not my words, y'all. They got, even in Detroit, Michigan, you can look it up. They have funeral directors all over the United States saying that they can't either do it, or they're having a hard time embalming the bodies because of whatever sticky, stringy, goo-like blood substance, something is going on. It's not coagulation, it's deeper than that. 36 was on the clock. So there's some strange properties that are taking place in these people's bodies, and these people have been dealing with dead bodies. We're not talking about a funeral home that sprung up yesterday. We're talking about 20, 30, 40, 50, maybe sometimes even 100 years, because sometimes these people pass this stuff down the line. They pass this stuff down the line to inherit, as a family business. So this is not something that I'm just pulling out of my ass crack. This is something that is actually happening. They are differentiating between the dead bodies of those who are vaccinated and the people who are not. And they are saying there is a huge distinction between the blood in one who is non and one who is vaccinated. So something is going on. I want y'all to look into a documentary called Died Suddenly. Young, healthy people, older, healthy people, eating right, healthy, just dropping dead. Nothing wrong, just dropping dead. Y'all might want to look it up because they're going to end up taking it down. I mean, Second Amendment, First Amendment rights, right? But still, they might end up having to fight it, and then people may have to keep uploading it in different sites or whatever. These celebrities and businesses received payment to push that wicked agenda, and y'all wanted to dog out the older melanated community when they said that no, they didn't want the vaccine because they was remembering what happened during the Tuskegee study. 38 on the clock, that's 11:11. So my ancestors say, go with this. I remember the older black, so-called black community, aka melanated community, the older people being dogged out, especially here in the South. They were dogged because they said they did not want to trust the GOVT because of what happened during the Tuskegee study. For those of you who are not familiar with the Tuskegee study, Tuskegee, Alabama was a place way back in the day that ended up having a syphilis study. They infected a set group of black men with syphilis to see how it would ravish the human body. They made it seem like these people were getting treatments. They were never to receive treatments. The end game was for them to die from having syphilis. Okay? That's what it was for. Unfortunately, this caused the demise of a lot of older people. If some of these men were married and they was having sex with their wives, they most likely passed it to their wives. It was a lot going on back then. Okay, a lot of these elders side-eyed most of these folks, and we didn't want to listen to them. But the truth was, They was told by the ancestors who passed on, don't trust this. This is what it's gonna be. It's so it's like human rats. Okay. You said, will people get hurt for promoting the vaccine? I'm about to tell you what's gonna happen, VK. I'm about to tell you. I'm not here to scare you, but I gotta tell you what's getting ready to happen. You had a lot of people that got paid, especially celebrities. They got paid to sit in a doctor's office and take a shot, aka saline solution, to make it seem like they was getting this vaccine. Because I'm so sorry to say this, but y'all, if it applies to you, just know I'm not calling you this, but this is how these people look at y'all. They feel like y'all were dumb enough to follow them to hell. Not blindly, but openly. They feel like you should have known. They like, if somebody follows me, that, hey, I'm going to do what I'm, but hey. Because some of these people feel like they doomed already. They already sold their divinity, aka soul. And so that's them. They're like, I'm already doomed, so I might as well take some folks with me. You know, it's a few perks. I'm getting a few perks. 4141 was on the clock. So a lot of y'all wasn't even thinking about taking that vaccine until you seen your favorite basketball player, singer, or rapper, or whoever take it. And y'all was like, it must be legit. And some of them people honestly did not even take that vaccine. And some of them did. Because I'm going to be real with y'all. This whole Jamie Foxx situation, I don't know if the brother got vaccinated or not. But I do know they was even pressing on Hollywood to get vaccinated. I do know that they gave the sister hell on for Black Panther 2. I know that she was fighting against getting vaccinated to film. They was trying to make sure people got vaccinated. You know. But thank God for them Nigerians. Praise God. Yeah. Because this is when hacking and falsifying documents come in handy. God forgive me, but it's the truth. I heard of so many people using Nigerians. I heard Nigerians was getting paid a lot of money to falsify immunization documents. Now, this is the thing. If the medical field tries to go back and punish people for falsifying documents, they need to be punished for scaring people and damn near forcing people to take that vaccine. This is the thing. This is the catch-22, Saints. Everybody is going to be prosecuted for their part. The people who lied to you and made it seem like it was just like you got your famous celebrity, the one that you like, when they have them stickers, I voted. They ain't fucking voted. Some of the people didn't vote. They just telling you they voted because they know you, and this is how they look at you. Y'all some sheep, and y'all gonna do whatever they show y'all because y'all are followers. They don't think y'all have a mind of y'all own. Okay? They don't think y'all have a mind of y'all own. So they feel like if such and such endorses it, then, you know, and God forbid, some of y'all don't have a mind of your own. Y'all worship them fucking celebrities more than you worship yourself. And why do I could say worship God, but some of y'all don't even believe in yourself as much as y'all do them crazy ass celebrities. I don't get it, but I digress. And let me just say it like this. I do. Because I used to be hell-bent on one specific celebrity, but I ain't no more. And it was only because it was a lust thing. I thought he was fine. And probably he most likely ain't shit. But like the rest of them. And it's unfortunate. You know, because it always happens that way. It's the ones that you think could be, you know, one of the good people. And they're not. But I digress. Okay? I digress. Majority of people are sheep. And the sad part about it is, this is the sad part about this whole situation. I honestly hate using the word sheep to describe folks who would rather be followers than leaders. And the reason why I say this is because sheep are not as dumb as people think they are. They're very loyal and they're trusting. And that's what unfortunately is to their own detriment. Sheep are not stupid, they're intelligent. They are just overly vulnerable because once they allow themselves to trust you like a shepherd, they're gonna follow you. If you go off the fucking cliff, they're gonna go with you. It's because they trust you to lead them where they're going. It's correct. It was 45-54. So I tell no lies. They're not smart. They're loyal to a huge fault. Okay? So what's gonna end up happening is you're gonna be seeing a lot of these celebrities and other people who lied and made it seem like they went and got that vaccine, and people who was just a part of this annihilation process is getting ready to get that ass handed to them, including everybody who was in the positions of power. I don't care if it was from small business, neighbors, to big corporations. It's getting ready. This woman resigning, the head of CDC resigning, effective next month on the 30th, that's huge. Where's she gonna go? You know, allegedly she might have just made her money and probably gonna try to change her name, go get a nose job, dye her hair a different color, and start a whole new life. You know, some of these people are desperate. Because what's coming out now is this Rona issue and these Epstein logs. And trust me, they are tied into one another. You mean to tell me that man ended up going to jail and 2 guards fell asleep and he HUNG himself in his cell? They get brought up on charges, found guilty, and then a judge overturned their convictions. And one, I think, is allegedly still working for the government. Okay. Okay. Let time tell you. Time is going to, trust me, it's coming. The big reveal is coming. Oh, you ain't seen shit yet. By the time Halloween comes, your ears are going to be on fire. In other news, I just came across a new research study, and they are linking, this new research study is now linking the rise of schizophrenia to the over misusage of marijuana, aka gateway drug. Now, I'm not calling it a gateway drug in the sense that it will lead you to other hard drugs. That's not what I'm saying. It's a gateway drug because it opens up the gate for you to go into different realms. So in that respect, it is a gateway drug, like any other cyclobin or mind altering. THC attaches itself to your DNA for a while and then it sheds off. I told y'all in the last video that y'all were going to have to start laying back on smoking too much because it was going to start making you paranoid. It's because that, listen to me. Okay. Marijuana, aka cannabis, is actually in the Bible. It's in the Old Testament up underneath another name. I did study that. Dang. I know it's in one of the first 5 books. I think it's in Leviticus, and it's when the Levites are getting the recipe for the incense and what to burn up to God. It was the psychedelic used to get into the spiritual realm to speak to God. Okay? The purity of it back then was that of DMT. Okay? Pure and holy herb that you'll find in one of the few places of the world. Haiti, Jamaica, and believe it or not, it was a part of South Africa that's now called Swaziland. They have a they have a marijuana strain in Swaziland called Swazi Gold. It's supposed to be one of the most purest, okay? But in the Blue Mountains, where certain celestial beings, I believe, still are there, which is one of the reasons why some of your elect lion heads, aka Rastafarians, still go up to the mountains like in Moses energy, and get their downloads. They have some of the most purest. It's funny enough that in them same said Blue Mountains in Jamaica, where it has some of the most purest marijuana there, they also have some of the most purest coffee there. And it also, y'all, when I talk about something, sometimes when I talk about this stuff, and as I'm talking to y'all, and I see these, I get these downloads as I'm talking, and I get these visuals. Sometimes this stuff blows my mind. It's how deep this stuff go. Haiti has a lot of secrets. Now, ironically, these specific places has dense has a dense percentage of the metal that they call vibranium in Black Panther. Jamaica having something similar to it, but a mineral that's in those mountains. Why do you think Jamaica is one of the most, I think is it top 5? I think it's one of the highest countries for the less percentage of cancer. Now you see I said this. They better not go over there and play with them people. You're gonna be cursed. Don't play with them people. Let them people stay with their herbs and stuff. Cause I do believe they've been trying to infiltrate them people's rice and them people's chicken. Always trying to start some shit. Happy Mother's Day. Right. Right, Candace. It's too many strains to know what you're doing now. So, one of the reasons why I had got that download, and then I came across this research study today. And I was like, so it's true. That download that I got for the last live was true. And I said, y'all are going to have to stop smoking marijuana as much because it's not doing. First and foremost, a lot of y'all was not approaching her. She's a feminine herb, by the way. She has masculine properties, but she's a feminine herb. She's receptive. A lot of y'all, she's giving, but she's receptive. A lot of y'all was not approaching marijuana in a holy state. So y'all abused it to numb the pain of life. And for some of y'all, it's a certain punishment that comes with that, to where you can't partake in the holy herb anymore. And it's the holy herb. It's God's collard greens, right? That's what it is. It's God's collard greens. Number 2, some of y'all were abusing it to get downloads to hurt people. Some of y'all spiritual gifts of sight and divination is heightened when y'all are high. And some of y'all were misusing that as a means to hurt people, or try to steal and take stuff spiritually from folks and put it on you or put on somebody. Like somebody could have paid you or promised you some kind of inheritance or something, whether spiritual or physical. If you do this for me and take this person's mantle, go in there and Cashapp records, whatever, and you can only do that when you high, you're no longer being able to do that. You're being punished, okay? marijuana, aka cannabis, given to the Levitical priests in the days of old to burn the incense before they went into the holies of holies. Also, to before they did atonement and all these other different rituals that they were doing. Again, remember, the more pure it is, the closer to a DMT effect it's going to give you. All right. This was a plant that was designated for the people during several of returns. Okay, up until 555 is on the clock. Up until the age of Aquarius, where it's starting to become no longer needed.
Mommy,
yes, baby.
do you know we found a fifth gas giant?
You found the fifth gas giant?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, go back there and find another one.
You?
Hmm?
Can I stay with you?
Right now, because I'm on the live. And then we're going to hang out today, because we got a lot of hanging out to do today, okay?
Well, what time is it?
It's about to be party time. So, go back there. And then we're going to start heading out, okay? So we can spend time with each other.
I need to make your breakfast.
You want to make me breakfast?
Yeah.
Okay, you can do it silently. You want to make mommy breakfast for Mother's Day? Oh my gosh, go ahead.
Yeah, I'm gonna love you.
Oh, you're gonna love me? Oh, thank you. Okay, you make me 2 scrambled eggs. Yep. Go ahead on, son. He gonna be somebody's husband. Okay. So, marijuana. I know my son is such a beautiful soul. I'm grateful that little baby. I'm about to say that young man. He's a young man, but my baby, this young man, he came into my life after a huge loss. So he is my rainbow baby. He is my rainbow crystal child. That's for sure. He's my violet flame baby. So anyway, a lot of y'all are not going to be able to get the high, if not any. Some of y'all are going to be extremely paranoid and y'all not going to be able to handle it no more. It's been abused for long enough. I do see marijuana being reduced to, like, I hate to say this, y'all, but cosmetic products. I do believe that as far as mass consumption is concerned, it is going to lose its strength. You'll only be able to get the potent ones from healers and shamans. For some of you, you may end up having to go outside of the United States. Okay. The unfortunate part is that it's been regulated for the dominant people who are dominating now in the industry, which is white folks. You know, to capitalize off of it. And of course they always oversaturate a market once something is made available and legal to them. And I don't understand why some of our men and women are still sitting in jail with marijuana charges. I think okay. All right, so for some of y'all, that's it. All right, you're going to have to learn how to strengthen your intuition on your own. Okay? Because the rise of certain things are going to be happening. Last but not least, some of y'all going to find this funny. I may get mixed emotions about this, but I think this is one of the most important subjects I wanted to touch. I seen a video.
Mom.
Yes, baby.
Shayla don't use me the spoon. She always needs me.
Okay, well let her let you mix it up.
Let her make me get the spoon.
Okay, give him the spoon. Let him mix it, or yeah, let him mix it for me. Okay, now we can proceed. I seen a video of an elderly white woman at an airport losing her shit because she said she couldn't take the airport being filled with all these black people. Now, for those of you who are not black people, aka melanated folks, you're going to have to judge yourself according to what I'm getting ready to say next. If what I'm getting ready to say next apply to you and your lineage, you ain't got nothing to worry about. Alright? Because this is contrary to what black folks feel about slavery or aka prisoners of war, not all white people apply to that. You had some black folks that made slaves out of other black folks too. Yes. And I'm not...
Shayla don't make any turns.
Okay, you gotta wait because she's the one who gotta actually cook it because it's on a fire. Okay?
No, I was the one cooking.
Okay, well, she's gonna help you do it, and then you're gonna do some other stuff, okay? So, here. Yeah. My download that I got was simply this. Y'all, we are getting ready to see. Cause I want y'all to know this. I asked spirit. I asked the ancestral realm. I asked, cause I'm nosy, I'm inquisitive, and I want to know. What was the significance
Shayla,
of this woman?
Mom, Shayla's being rude.
No, she's not being rude, baby. You just gonna have to know how to cooperate with her because you're little and you can't be around fire like that. Do you understand me? So let her help you for me, okay? It's a collaboration. It's a group effort. I don't just have one of you. Well, you are the only boy, but you get what I'm saying.
I need to see the butter melting.
Okay, well she gonna pick you up and then you gonna see it, okay? You wanna sit on the counter so you can see it done? Okay, cool deal. We can rock with that. I think we came to a common ground. All right. So now let me get this out, y'all, because then I'm going. All right. Oh, I forgot to give away. I forgot to give away that third eye soap. I was supposed to give away a 10-minute reading, but I ended up, I forgot about it, but I ex-nayed that out because I'm doing something special for my epic mystics and I don't want to take on more than I can bear. But I'm going to be giving away the third eye soap today. Okay? So when you do win, immediately please come and see me via email. All right? See me via email so that I can get your stuff to you because I'm mailing stuff out tomorrow. So if y'all order anything today, it's going to be mailed out tomorrow. All right? And again, I'm going to try to keep the store stocked until after this week is over. I don't know when I'm going to be able to restock. Okay? Shh. Put him up there so he can see what you're doing, baby. Thank you.
Jump there.
Okay, you stay up there and don't hurt yourself by trying to jump down, okay? Even though I know you're a big boy and you got it.
Shayla's ruining the happy moment.
She's not. No, she's not. Ooh, you so bossy. So anyway, I asked the spiritual realm. And I simply was told this. The significance of the woman who lied on Emmett Till. This hurts. It hurts me, but then it gives me ease. Unfortunately, we're going to have to deal with the fact that some of these people that has hurt us, and I'm not just talking about white folk, I'm talking about people who have dubbed you their enemy. No, 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 I'm talking. Okay, you're going to have to wait.
I just survived.
Okay,
I survived.
don't put him back up there because he wants to jump down. I know you survived, but I'm talking, okay?
Yeah, I survived.
Okay, you're going to have to be quiet. Okay, thank you. We'll talk after this. Because I'm trying to get this out. I'm telling you, I'm trying to get this out. He's just really not Because I don't usually go live on Sundays. And if I do, he's back there just chilling and already set up. I didn't have a setup today because I contemplated on going live. So, unfortunately, people who have dubbed you your enemies, you their enemy, whether you made them an enemy or whether you don't even, some people think you're their enemies, you don't even know who they are. You've never seen these people. They just going off of somebody else's crap, right? It doesn't matter who they are or where they're from. Some, not all, few of these people are not going to see, they're not going to get justice rendered to them until they pass over. Because some of these people's deeds were so harsh that, and it runs so deep that them being alive and getting their ass handed to them is not enough. I wasn't supposed to say that while he's here. I'm surprised he didn't catch it. They gonna get their behinds handed to them because they're gonna get their behinds handed to them in the spiritual realm, because it's gonna be an eternity of pain versus a lifetime. In other words, there is a capping on what pain they will endure for doing what they did to you. But when they pass, these people are literally going to be stuck on an eternal wheel of torment. Okay? So, the ending of it all is how this woman, and I heard people were saying that, people saying the ancestors was going to beat that woman ASS because, she did what she did to Emmett Till. Most likely, this is definitely true. This is also true for anybody else who has done something as wicked as she has done, as to lie on a child, and that torment be passed down and down and down or whatever. And it is, unfortunately, the Emmett Till effect trickled into when
Happy Mother's Day.
Thank you, baby. I know you trying to be cute for this social media. I'm gonna love and kiss on you and hug on you after I get up off of here.
And Sonya's being bossy.
Okay, so when we seen the police brutalities arise, unfortunately, they were harnessing Emmett Till energy. And I'm going to say allegedly just to put it out there. And it wasn't just Emmett Till. It was some other things going on too. The trade-off for because what these people don't understand is when you mess with energy like that to try to keep a race of people down, or just people in general down. Thank you so much. Oh, y'all love y'all. Thank you so much. Thank y'all. Thank you so much. Oh, thank you.
Yeah, we made it perfect.
It's perfect. Give me a kiss. It's perfect. Give me a kiss. Thank you, baby.
We made you.
Thank you, baby. Number last one and firstborn. So, what's getting ready to happen? Okay, baby. I'll see you later. What's getting ready to happen is you can't be messing in Emmett Till energy trade off.
$600. Watch.
Okay. You can't be messing in Emmett Till energy to keep a group of people down and bound without it being an even trade. That's not how the universe works. The universe works in even trade. So what's happening is, with the eclipse energy, the X over America, all these spiritual alignments that's showing off in the celestial realm, that is being mirrored down into the physical realm, which is as above, so below. The as within, so without is the Nat Turner energy. This time, the Nat Turner energy is going to be successful. Okay? So, this is what they fear, because the age of Aquarius brings in cataclysmic change through civil unrest. It's not going to be mass hysteria. The civil unrest, what they labeled as civil unrest, is the people all over the world, not just American people, people all over the world saying enough is enough. We're tired of y'all beating us into submission, whipping us into submission, forcing us into submission. Enough is enough. So this is where we're getting ready to see what they call civil unrest. Nat Turner energy is going to be falling on everybody. It's going to be going from everywhere from Venezuela to Canada to America to wherever. Whatever hardcore dictatorship is, that people feel like they gotta control what you do and watch what you. All of that shit is getting ready to crumble. Okay. All right. So, this immaterial energy is responsible. Now watch this. This video of this older white lady freaking out because she's saying there's too many black people in the airport, and she's racist, of course, but she's old and she's almost out of here, and she's like, I can't do it, I can't. And she's freaking out, and there's somebody, a black lady filming. You can hear. I think she might be Caribbean because she had an accent, but she was like, why you can't? What, you can't handle being around all these black people? And people in the comment section was laughing, and it was like, I hope she's in Atlanta Hartsfield, airport. Of course it's funny. But this is the thing, okay? I want y'all, righteous, melanated people, I want y'all to understand what's getting ready to start happening. Because it's not going to be with all of y'all. The energies are so heavy that your ancestors are going to start showing themselves physically behind you. You may end up sparking a conversation with somebody and you not know that they may be racist and they are still benefiting off of what their family did to someone who looked like you. And as you're talking to them, there's going to be extreme fear that's going to fall over the minds of some of these people, and they're going to freak out. They're not going to know how to handle themselves. I want y'all to understand this because it's going to become a thing. Okay? When you remember it, listen, it comes in waves. Okay? Remember, it was the woman who cried wolf. Then it was the angry Karens. I'm sorry. Let's go back. It was the woman who cried wolf. Then it was, let's claim the Mandingo warrior. In other words, it was like this juju to make him choose us over the one who looks like him. Listen, any man who fell for that fell for the okie doke. Don't be mad when these type of men, these type of men are cancers. You can love anybody from anywhere, but when it comes from a place of hatred, let them men be somebody else's parasites. Let them women be somebody else's parasites. Because they ain't just the men. Let them, they parasites. Let them go off and be a detriment somewhere else. They'll get their shit handed to them. I don't feel bad for black men and black women who get their shit handed to them because they put a race of people over their own. Because you got self-hatred. I don't feel bad for people like that because they eventually get humbled. But anyway, they went from most white men pushing, their daughters. This was genetics. I can go on into that. That's a different video, and I'm not going to do it. But now it's less. They went from accusing Mandingo to sitting on his dick. Then the angry Karens came out, and now the fear and the helplessness is going to come back. The fear is going to come back, but it's going to be with helplessness. Because now the ancestors are rising up to be avenged. And I'm going to tell y'all this. Some of y'all are going to be in job interviews, and they're not going to want to hire you because of that. I'm telling you, people are not going to, they're going to be losing their shit. Do you hear me? They're going to be losing it. It's not that they don't want you, they can see you're clearly fit for the job, but they're not going to be able to handle the ancestral energy that's attached to you. That ancestral energy that's convicting them and their ancestors. They're not going to be able to handle it. And I'm just using that as an example. I'm not saying that's what's going to happen to y'all. I'm just using that as an example. And eventually you're going to be put where you need to be if it does boil down to a job or something like that. Trust me, you'll get your just due. What's for you is for you. All right? What's for you is for you. I want to give away this thing here. I kind of almost want to make it hard. I don't want to make it too hard. Trying to think of something. I'm thinking of a country, and I just wrote it down. Go. I'm sorry about that, Elena. Go ahead. No. We already did Haiti before. It's not that. One at a time, third eye. Mm-mm. Y'all just throwing shit up out there now. Y'all pray. Tell y'all ancestors to help you. Mm. I like that Severine speaks. You went out the way. Keep going out the way and you'll get exactly what you want. I want to see who can telepathically communicate. Stop saying Jamaica. It's not Jamaica. Thinking of a country. That was the question. For a free third eye soap. It's not Haiti. Somebody already said that. It's not Africa. Someone already said Africa is a continent. It's not a country. 54 countries there. And let me just give you an idea. It's no country in Africa. Okay? I'm saying it. I just don't know if anybody's picking it up. It's not an Asian country. Oh, you're in the right energy though. It's not Australia. It's not Ireland. It's not Iceland. It's not Australia. It's not Cuba. No. Some of y'all are close as far as names are concerned. It's not Russia. Russia. Somebody already said that. It's not Russia. I'm looking, y'all. I can see what you... No. Come on. Somebody on here got to have... Not Italy, not Germany, not Turkey, not Spain, not Switzerland, not Canada. I'm gonna let it go for just a few more seconds, and then I'm gonna go to something else. Ah! I am free. Give us free. Got it. I said somebody gonna hit. Somebody got the hit. Somebody got the hit. Boy. Yeah. That telepathic communication is on lock. Come on. I am free. You caught it? You tapped in. Uh-huh. It was already written down, so you know I wasn't lying. Belize, come through. Listen, listen, when I do these giveaways, I'm only here to strengthen y'all or to show y'all that y'all may have gifts and abilities that y'all never thought y'all had. Telepathic communication is not only real, but anybody can tap into it if you want. There's different techniques, different strokes for different folks. And my ancestors only allow certain people to tap. When I do this telepathy, and I be saying it, sometimes I be saying it like, and I just want to see who catch it. But I made it aware this time, like, okay, all right, I made it aware. All right, Epic Mystic, you might want to go ahead onto the community board and use that free pass that I gave y'all. You already know what time it is. You ain't got to say what it is here. You pay for special treatment. So Epic Mystics, use it wisely. That's what we're going to be focusing on this week. We're going to be taking a break from the Mystic School, and we're going to be focusing on your free stuff, okay? We're going to be focusing on your free stuff, all right? I am free. Please go to mysticcircle24 at gmail.com. If you can't remember that, go to the website, go up there to the contact us button, and then give me your email. And, well, yeah, because you'll need to give me your email address if you're going through the contact us. Because it's, give me your email, your, where you want it to be sent to, okay? And for everybody who needs to know, I'm only giving people 24 hours to claim your prize. Some people come on here. I've had people come on here, win, and not claim their prize. I'm not doing that. It'll go right back into the pool. Okay? I'm not holding nothing for nobody. It's free shipping to you. You ain't got to pay for nothing. All you got to do is give your address, and I'm shipping it. All right? I love y'all. You said you can't wait till your ancestors unblock you. Paula, at this point in time in your life, it's not even about your ancestors. The energy that I'm picking up for you right now is your ancestors haven't blocked you. It's your mindset that's blocking you. I'm gonna be honest with you, my dear. You have the tendency to be a worrywart. From what I'm seeing, they want you to stop harnessing on the negative. Also, a lot of y'all are getting ready to stop watching a lot of tarot readings. Listen to me. I love y'all so much. I love y'all so much. It's okay, Sister Moon. I got you. I want to say this to y'all. Please beware of the different tarot readings that y'all watch. Make sure that those people are spiritually and ethically clean. The reason why I say this is, and I got to stress this before I get off this live. Only hit dogs are going to holler, okay? Only hit dogs are going to holler. There is no so-called righteous reader that will disagree with what I'm saying unless they either getting paid or they're not righteous. Me as a reader, okay, I wear many spiritual hats. One of them is tarot readings, okay? People don't. I'm not a. I've heard people say, "Well, I'm a prophet, and I'm not no tarot reader," but you're using cards. So what the fuck are you doing? I'm a prophetess. I'm also a channeler, but these are gifts that I was born with. I'm not going. There's some gifts you acquire, and there's some gifts you born with. Fuck, I did with the past, the present, and the future. So okay, it doesn't matter. All these don't get so caught up on titles, y'all. Okay. Because I know, let me just tell y'all something. I know tarot readers watch me. And some of you have gotten readings from me and made it known that you have your own channel. And those are the ones that I like because they're honest. I don't mind other readers coming to me because I think other readers should read for other readers. However, you go to someone and you want to pull off their energy or try to take parts of their gift to make you expand, you are already cursed. When you start fucking in people's energy like that, you're cursed. You start, and For some of y'all, it ain't shit y'all can do to get that curse off. You just gonna have to live with the consequences. For others of y'all, it's gonna take a bunch of shit for you to get that shit off of you. Cause this year is not about to play. Well, a lot of folks. It's about to be a revelatory knowledge dropping, and it's gonna be a lot of stuff. One of the reasons why a lot of y'all are getting ready to stop watching a lot of tarot card readings is because, and I hate to say this, some of these tarot card readers are swapping energies with y'all as they read the collective energy. Some of these tarot readers are in karmic situations that they keep repeating over and over again. And some of these people, to them, it's a personal hell. I'm going to just be honest with y'all. If you are reading someone who is always talking about karmic energy and always talking about what the fuck they doing and how these people are always after the and da 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 da, and it's just they're saying the same thing packaged in a different way. They're on a fucking loop. It's because their life is on a loop. Oh man, I'm not trying to make nobody look bad, but I am here to tell you the truth. Even me, if you feel like I am on a loop to you, get the fuck off my channel and go watch somebody else who's going to feed you. You understand? It's okay, Paula. Do what you can, boo. You gotta live your life for you. Make the decisions for you, and whenever we make mistakes, we pick ourselves up and we keep going. Okay? My prayer is that you find peace. But the reason why I'm saying this is because you got a lot of people who's quick to tell you they watching you and such sending spies on you. And though that shit may be true for some of you, because not all of that stuff is gonna apply to all of y'all. They could be sitting over here talking about you was in a third party situation and your ass ain't had dick or pussy in the last 2 to 3 to 5 years. You ain't involved with nobody, ain't nobody around you, ain't nobody looking at you, ain't nobody thinking about you. For some of y'all, it could be somebody afar looking at y'all, but sometimes we make shit too fucking deep. I have even fell prey to sometimes making things more deeper than what it is. If I'm gonna be real, I gotta be real all the way around. And so there's parts of me I'm going to use as an example to help y'all. I've been caught up in energy that wasn't mine, and I've been caught up in energy that was mine, and I needed to break free. For a lot of y'all, it's going to be, listen to me, there's a lot of people, there are a lot of readers, and I'm not gonna lie, I went surfing just to see what was out there. It's a lot of people who got 17, 18, 19,000, 57,000 views. And that's all they can give you. The most that they can give you outside of karmic energy and third party shit is telling you from a galactic family. Which some of y'all really are not, but you that's something that you gotta listen. I'm just telling y'all, listen, because a lot of ego shit is getting ready to be shattered. It don't matter if you came from the fucking sky or the love below. If your heart ain't right, none of that shit matters. You can come from divinity. You can come from the finger of God. You can come from the penile structure of Jesus Christ himself. If you are walking around here with a foul spirit, you don't know how to treat people, you don't know how to talk to people, it don't matter where the fuck you come from. You're ugly on the inside, what makes you ugly on the outside. So all of them people getting these readings and shit about all this other stuff, that don't matter. Take whatever resonates and then leave the rest. But some of y'all are gonna have to come up off of this shit altogether. There's a changing of the guards. Some people in the tarot community that has done the work is going to evolve to bigger things. Some people are going to be leaving the social media tarot community altogether. Some of these people will be elevated into a higher depth of something else. And then some of these people are going to be punished for fucking in other folks' energy. There are people who will literally sit there and cast spells before they go live and say, I want to drum up collective energy. And if it's good collective energy, I want to swap with this. So by the time it's uploaded and y'all see it, whoever it's for, that good energy, that good juju comes to me and we're swapping. I want to give all my problems. Y'all better be careful for who the fuck y'all watch. Ask spirit to give you discernment. If you feel like you need to use these for the season of your life because you may be having trouble hearing your own intuition. You may be having trouble hearing your guides at this time, because we all come into that. Some people don't run to tarot. Some people run to nature. Some people run to whatever they feel can push them into. Sometimes you do have to use a crutch when your leg is broken. But when that motherfucker heal, get out the cast and get off the crutch. We are all guilty of something, okay? And I'm just being honest with y'all. That's why when I go live, I'm not always pulling cards. Because what I do is deeper than that. I know it's an old song, but in my song Ascension, I said tarot cards and crystal balls only add to your power, boo. They don't make you. They don't make you. Too many of us rely on this. Even me. I've been guilty of it. Waking up one morning and feeling like my head is scrambled like the eggs my kids just gave me. Do you hear me? Good enough for the devil to eat, because it's scrambled. But to my pain and detriment. And here I am. Today, I gotta know. I've been guilty of it. Instead of sitting my ass down and saying, maybe this scrambling of the mind is a blessing in disguise, because I'm an overthinker. Not because I'm an air sign, but because the way that I'm wired, I overthink shit. Because I know all my life I had to get rid of the spirit of perfectionism because I was told that I wasn't enough. Some of y'all don't want this kind of teaching, but I'm trying to set you free. I'm not going to give you tarot every time I come up here. Sometimes we just need this so we know what's coming down the pipe next. We're not going to get all our answers through tarot. It's limited just like we are. Things are now speeding up. I just want y'all to understand. Listen to me. If indeed you do feel like you need to be watching it, ask Spirit to give you one, possibly two. You may even, if you lucky, get a good ass 3 good ass readers that you can trust that reads for the collective. Outside of that, shut everybody off. If they have been talking, if you can go, listen, go to these people's, go to their home pages, go to their videos and see how they've been labeling all they shit. If they've been saying and regurgitating the same shit for a year or two now, it's time for you to get them off. Listen, there's some people who are locked into the twin flame journey. That's all they know. That's all they gonna ever know. Listen, sometimes there are a cup of tea and a cup of coffee. We're all palatable in certain seasons. Not every time somebody gonna be on and every time somebody gonna be off. There's the wheel moves and changes. But you can tell some people are fucking stuck because they're not healed. And God is saying, move from that person. They toxic and they karmic. You got a lot of karmics in the tarot community reading for the collective. I'm going to say that again. You have a lot of karmics in the tarot community reading for the collective. That's why it's so easy for them to tap into karmic energy. Because they themselves is somebody fucking nightmare. Telling you the karmic is pissed because now this person want to go back to you and leave them while they didn't put a curse on you. And they telling you the shit they done did to somebody else. That's why they can pick it up so easily. That's not always the case. Some people are honestly picking up this shit to tell you what the fuck's going on. But I'm just telling you, oh my God, fit it where it resonates. That's all I'm going to tell you. Fit it where the fuck it resonates. I'm not going to sit up here and try to convince you. I'm not going to try to convince. As you keep channel hopping, your guides is going to show you the true revelations of people. Because I'm going to tell you something. At one time, there was a tarot community of people who came and tried to hex my channel. I went from having thousands of views to barely being over 1,000. Most of my stuff from last year up until now, even like a year and a half ago, it's like 600, 700, 800. I may have a few that's been 1.1K or whatever, whatever. But then you also got to understand, they wasn't that fucking powerful even then, because I was vibrating at a lower frequency when I was at the Mystic Circle. Even though I was still helping, I was vibrating lower because I didn't trust my own magic for myself. I trusted my magic enough for y'all. Now that's a boom boom mode, ain't it? I was trusting my magic for y'all, so I had a lot of people fucking with my energy, coming to get readings just to try to steal shit from me. I had a lot of y'all buying my shit and selling it as if y'all was making it back then. Try to do that shit now. I rig every single last motherfucking product for niggas like you. Try to do that shit now. Uh-huh. Try to do that shit now. Because I don't play. I've worked too hard to get to where I'm at. And at the end of the day, a lot of them, it taught me that having a bunch of views don't matter because you don't know who's watching you. See, the quality behind the people that may be watching me supersedes the amount of people that actually may be watching me. The funny thing about it is, I do get a lot of views. For whatever reason, the algorithm just don't show it. It shows 53 people watching, but then when I'm done with this live, it say 400 and something folks was watching live. It don't show. I don't know why my algorithm does that to me. I didn't pay for my subscribers, but I don't have. It's not something ain't working out. So I know that there was some shit done on my channel, and those people are being dealt with. Nevertheless, they can't stop what's coming to me, cause they're gonna be so busy fucking having to be fucking with their own life. That's all right. So you view the people who are for you. You know how many people came through here and left? As I elevated, I just didn't resonate with them no more because they wasn't doing the work to elevate. Some people just outgrew me and moved on to something else, somewhere else. And that's fine. Either way, it's fine. I no longer become your cup of tea or coffee. That's fine. Godspeed wherever you're going. I pray that no matter what, that you go in love and expand your consciousness. Because at the end of the day, I want to see y'all win, but in the right way. But in the right way. So that's just my rant, my in rant. I want y'all to know that I love y'all truly and dearly. My store is up. And it's up for stock. I just want y'all to know that. I'm rooting for y'all. I want y'all to really know that I am honestly rooting for y'all. Please, we're all doing the work the best we can. It may look like some of us is running and sprinting, and some of us may look like we jogging. Other people may look like we crawling. Some people may look like we walking. Other people may look like they doing it backwards, frontwards, side. It don't matter. Don't compare your journey to anyone else's. It's given to you. It's given to you. The goal is not to finish first. It's to endure till the end. I'm going to say that again. It is not to finish first. This gold medal is not going to be given to the person who finishes first. It is one who endures to the end. We all got our own crowns and our own medals. You know how they did in high school? One said class clown. The other one said best dress. The other one said teacher's pet. You remember that? Everybody fits somewhere. My medal is not going to look like yours. Yours may look like a medallion. Mine may be in the form of a star or a moon. Hers may be in the form of the sun or Jupiter. Hers may be in the form of a pet. Hers may be in the form of a whatever. I'm not saying I don't want y'all watching tarot. I'm just saying, pray, my loves. Pray. Pray, family. And my prayer for all of us is that we all be led to the right people, whether it's personal readings or online readings or both. Honestly. And I always tell y'all, when y'all depart from me, I send you with love. Even when people do me dirty, I send you with love. Because however you leave me is how you going to show up somewhere else. Because, see, I am the gatekeeper. Some of y'all got to pass through me to get to somewhere else. You understand? I know what time it is. And so I don't wish y'all ill. I don't wish you ill. But let's start this cleanup in this YouTube community. Because enough is enough. Enough is enough. And you're not going to steal from my people, not on my watch. So I dispatch my holy goons. I ask the spiritual realm. I petition the spiritual realm for us right now to go forth and start chopping down every person in any arena that is claiming to be benevolent when they are malignant, so that they can be chopped down and replaced with people who truly want to help. Out with the old, in with the new. Out with the bad, in with the good. I know polarity must exist, but we time out for the fuck shit. All right? All right, get y'all custom made candles. I got a few left in stock if they have not been bought out already. All right, I love y'all. Peace. I'll see you next time. Happy Mother's Day.